how are we going, Louise? How are you?
Yep, good thanks, Matt. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Today we're just going to start off with our client's needs analysis form. You might have done these before, but we're going to do it as we're fresh here. So I've got your name already, which is Louise. Can I get your family name, please?
Bullock. B-U-L-L-O-C-K.
Awesome. Can I grab your date of birth, please?
20th of June, 68.
Yeah, awesome. And can I grab a contact number?
0415 764 138.
Awesome. And so we've already done our APS form. Sorry, I've just kind of lost where I was at. We've already done our APS form review. So we're suggested to start at the light to moderate intensities, which is really cool. We're currently doing about 100 minutes of physical activity based on what we got. No referral required, so we can keep moving straight through that.
Yep.
So now we're going to look at our physical activity history. So not kind of what we're doing at the moment, what we've kind of done in the past. So when you were a bit younger, how much like physical activity were you doing a week? What kind of frequency?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were a bit younger.
I was easily doing like 3 sort of classes a week of aerobics and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many minutes would these kind of classes be when you were younger?
Probably an hour each.
An hour each, yeah. So 3 to 4 sessions a week, about an hour. And what kind of modes of sport were you doing? You touched on aerobics. What other sports were we doing?
Netball.
Yeah.
Played netball.
Netball. Anything else in athletics?
When I was really young, but I wouldn't include that now.
Alright, netball and aerobics. Awesome. Alright, now we're just going to touch on our current physical activity. So at the moment, what kind of frequency and duration of things are we doing at the moment? How many times a week are you exercising?
Still probably 3 times a week.
3 times a week? Yeah.
Yeah, but not as much.
Yeah.
We're just doing like 20-minute walks.
Awesome.
Yeah. Low intensity.
And what kind of modes are we doing? Like you've touched on walking. Is there anything else we're doing?
I play pickleball.
Pickleball, awesome.
Yeah.
Another great way to exercise.
Trying to play that once a week.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so, do you have any preferences that you prefer? You might prefer anything else than pickleball and walking. I'm assuming they're a preference.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Is there anything else that I could add to that?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right. And preferred session duration. What do you like? Do you prefer an hour-long session? Do you prefer 30 minutes?
Yeah, well, with the pickleball, like you can sort of rest when you want, but we usually book an hour.
Yeah.
And with the walking, I'm just doing 20 to 30.
So what's kind of your preferred? What kind of do you like hanging around?
Probably keeping it to 20 or 30.
So 20 to 30 minutes? Yeah, that's awesome. And now we're going to do some goal setting. So do you have a fitness goal in mind? Like it might just be just to get fitter?
Yeah, just get a bit stronger, a bit fitter, and a bit stronger.
A bit fitter, and a bit stronger. All right. So we're really gonna break it down. So we'll make this a bit more specific.
Yep.
So I'm thinking maybe to improve our cardiovascular fitness through physical activity. That's a good way of saying I really want to get fitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. We'll make that really specific. I'll punch that in. Awesome. And now we look at this, is it measurable? We can measure this through fitness testing, through fitness apps. You can track what you're doing. So it's really a measurable goal, testing our cardiovascular fitness. So that's really awesome. And we look at this also, is it achievable? Do you think yourself that this goal is achievable?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And have you achieved something like this in the past? You set out to get a bit fitter and you managed to achieve that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we know that's achievable then.
Yeah.
And we look at this, it must be realistic. Do you think you have room for improvement? Therefore, it must be a realistic goal.
Yeah.
Awesome, realistic.
Yeah.
And time frame, what are you kind of looking at? Is it this over the next year? Is it over the next 2 months? Is it over the next 6 months?
Probably 6 months.
6 months? Really want to improve your cardio?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's really super. I'm glad we've smashed that out, really identified our goals.
Me too.
Alright, so now we're going to jump into something a bit different. Today we're going to complete a static postural assessment. We can use these kind of things to identify if we have any muscular imbalances. Muscular imbalances might refer to one side being stronger than the other, or one side being weaker than the other, one side being more active than the other.
Yeah.
And these things can be caused by like bad posture or just general things like that, and they can cause issues like sore backs and issues like this. So it's a really good thing to test.
Yeah.
Based on the results we get, I can adjust programs and exercises you do to suit your needs, and that way we can get the best out of yourself, the best out of me, and we can work together to reduce a lot more chance of reducing injury, which is really good, which that's what we really want.
Good. Yeah.
So, like I said before we came in, I'm so glad you've come in with minimal clothing, which has really helped. First of all, I'll get your consent that we can do this. So I'll explain what we're going to do. You're going to stand here, going to relax as much as you can. You're just going to stand there, and for a couple of minutes, I'm just going to walk around. I'll do some assessing. Just need to stand there and relax.
Okay, that's easy.
So do I have your consent to go on with this?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really good. So I'll just get you to, first of all, stand up for me. Thank you. I'll get you to face the computer. Alright, and I'll get you to do a little shake around, and then just relax. Alright, I'm going to move this chair a little bit out of the way. While I do my thing, I'll wander around. Great job, Louise.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, you might feel a bit awkward, but that's alright. I'll just get you to take one tiny step forward if that's alright. Awesome. Doing super well.
It's hard work. One last check. Alright, that's super. You can grab a seat for me again. So, really happy with how everything's come over. So, a couple of things we looked at. We've got a little bit of a lateral tilt in our neck, but that's alright. These are all things that, now that I'm aware of, I can adjust and put into your program, and we can use corrective strategies to really help fix that. I'll just give a couple examples. We will talk about this in the future as well. Yep.
A few examples of like a corrective strategy, maybe to do with your pelvic tilt as well. We have a little pelvic tilt. This might be something like really, we might have a pelvic tilt because our abdominals and glutes might need to be a bit stronger. They might be a bit weak, or we might be also looking to relax those muscles that have been overactive, such as our hip flexors, and they're really tight and stuff. So stuff like corrective strategies, including like a standing quad stretch, really easy. That can be just part of our warm up in our program. Single leg bridges, that's another one to really activate our muscles there. So really happy with how that went, Louise. Thank you very much.
That's all right. Thank you.